Hello, planning tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play X Division Xenonauts, or Xenonauts X Division, with me, BlueAnkylo. It's kind of been a bit of a silly stream for me, been a little bit strange. Anyway, in between recording sessions here, I did a little bit of base planning. I guess the main thing to tell you guys is we're gonna try to upgrade our engineering capacity, because I keep falling behind on my work orders, basically. So I demolished a hangar, and I'm going to go up to 3 workshops per main base. Now, I considered building workshops on the secondary bases, but to build anything here, we'd have to move over the supplies, build them, and then send the stuff back. And that is just a pain in my neck, so I don't want to do that. So all the main 3 bases will eventually get 60 engineers, 20 per workshop. Maybe more later if we upgrade the base, but that's a fair ways off. I will be demolishing the labs in bases 2 and 3 and moving those scientists into one of my backup bases. So we'll have 3 research bases for 40 scientists each, and then 3 primary bases with no research but lots of engineering capacity. That will hopefully start catching us up on engineers. In the somewhat hopefully near future, we'll start upgrading our jets. I'm going to upgrade the main 3 bases jets from Sirius Foxtrot to Corsair Lancer, and then their jets, their current jets, are going to be sent to the new bases that still have no jets at all. So that's kind of the big picture plan. I did also queue up, some disassembly to keep our energy cores coming in, but the priority is still to get some of these weapons built, basically, because I want to try to get mostly my ground forces powered up as much as possible first, and then we'll be talking about the air game more and, I don't know, other backup strats. Evan wants to know if he's still injured. Probably. You were out for like a couple weeks. For now, though, we have some research to do, and our engineers are super busy, and we're waiting for the next UFO wave, which probably isn't too far away. Alright, and I am kind of interested in more shock charges. So I think every base is going to have 2 of these. If they work out well, I'll invest some more and build, 5 or 6. They do construct really quick as well. Also, shock rockets seem possibly worth the investment. We're getting some more Mark III weapons, so I suppose one of the questions will be, is there any pistol worth building in Mark III? Has it been 13 days? I don't know. Evan. We'll find out when we're queuing up for another mission. For now, just enjoy your R&R. New weapon, the Mag 3 pistol. It's blue, so it's probably not bad, actually. It's comparable. It's kind of like how the rifles work. 3 shots at tier 2. If I had access to it, the Mark III rifle would be 4 shots. The pistol also gets a 4-shot volley. So I guess it's kind of like the old SMGs. Although they were 8 shots, but low damage, right? So this would be the upgrade over our old Division SMGs. So 8.22 at 8 shots is now 10 range, so more range. 60 damage is triple the damage. It even ignores a fair bit of armor, and you get 4 shots. So half the shots, but it's probably better. And they're probably not that expensive to build. Let's see here. Mag weapons. So the pistol itself is 2 ballistic cores, plus a Mark II, which is 2 ballistic. So it's 4 ballistic cores. Not that I've got the spares right now, but I will, in the back of my mind, remember, Blue, you want to test out a couple of these on your shield guys to see how they do. I do like the shock weapons a lot, but maybe having some slightly longer range ballistics fire would be good. We'll have the Mark III plasma pistols shortly, and we can compare that. Yeah, in a second or 2. Energy cores. Yeah. This is why we queued up a bunch of this stuff. So we need like 4 energy cores. We get 2 from these, so if we just do this batch, then we'll be able to build another precision sniper. Alright, keep building until you run out of cores. Get those ground forces upgraded. Looks like most people have their first plasma sniper all ready to go. I'm glad the aliens are giving me a few days here to try to catch up, because boy are my engineers busy. Surely, oh boy, even the A team ran out of energy cores. That's too bad. Alright, this guy again is 2 energy cores per engineer, so those are nice value. Alright, here's our next pistol. We'll keep researching stuff, of course. Don't see why you'd ever stop. Get that plasma torpedo going now. So our optional Mark III pistol that we might look at depends on how long you've been gone, Tim. We took a little break, talked about lots of stuff, but I'm not going to recap it all for the future tubers every 5 minutes. So plasma pistol. It does a lot of damage per shot, but it does not have a burst fire. So 8 range, 95 energy damage, decent ammo supply, reasonably good accuracy with aim shot, 8, 95, and about 40 accuracy max versus 60. It's got, so the pistol, the Meg pistol has more range, more armor ignores. Like if you add up damage and armor ignore, that's 85 damage. Although, you know what I mean. Versus 95. I would say the plasma pistol is not an upgrade. The only advantage is it does energy damage instead of kinetic. And generally energy damage is better than kinetic damage. But it does not have a burst fire. It doesn't ignore armor, which means it shreds armor a bit better. It's probably better at breaking shields, if you need to break a shield, and things with good kinetic defense, like trying to Meg pistol and Xenomorph won't work very well, or a robot. Like this just straight up won't do enough damage to hurt Xenomorphs or robots. The plasma pistol might. What else would it be better at? This is better at breaking shields anyway, because you can do a 4-shot. I'm still not a huge fan of pistols in general, but if I was going to make one, I might make this one. Yeah, plasma as a whole hasn't impressed me all that much. Unfortunately. Speaking of disappointing plasma weapons, let's go look at the last disappointing plasma weapon for the moment. Let's see. What would we want to build next? Well, we got the plasma torpedoes. We'll get the missiles out of the way at the same time. The final disappointing plasma weapon will be the plasma caster. So like the heavy machine guns of old, let me tell you about my kids. So the casters have always been high damage burst, kind of like a machine gun at relatively low accuracy. I was never really impressed with them in general, even the ballistic suppression. We're looking at, like, compare them to the rifle, I guess, except remember they're heavy only. I guess the way to think about this is probably more like, do I want a burst rifle for my power armor? Because that's really what that's the role they cover now. But power armor can use the miniguns, and the miniguns just seem better. Like, when would this be better? 6 shots at 14 range. Each hit hits harder than a comparable antimatter or Meg minigun. But there is no plasma minigun. I don't know. It's probably not worth the investment. Plasma caster is, well, it's only 2 energy cores plus a, so it's 4 energy cores. Maybe the developers knew these guns weren't very good. But then why did they make the plasma cannons cost like 24? Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna rush those either way. We've got other things to build. Oh, by the way, speaking of things we're not gonna build, it's our upgraded light vehicle. There's a funny story in here about the Russians trying to build a anti-air rocket, you know, vehicle, and then us getting into some sort of conflict and stealing them. I'm sure it's a bit better than the Hunter car, but it's not really gonna hold up. It's got good accuracy, really good accuracy. It's got a lot of time units. Its armor is, well, better than the Hunter. It's still pretty weak for tier 2 compared to the vehicle I probably will be building. You can see, I mean, 60 kinetic is okay, but it's only got 200 HP, so it really needs to not take much damage. The problem with this one is it only equips rockets. This vehicle can equip rockets only. And that means no cannons, no machine guns, no plasma bolts or any other cool weapons, only rockets. And that kind of sinks it for me. Rockets are so bad for friendly fire. Even with 120 accuracy, this is just, I don't think I'm ever going to build any. And it still costs 120 dense fiber, yeah. So it just doesn't have a lot of things going for it. Let's get this out of the way. A couple easy techs. So if we can afford it, we'll be building scimitars far before the Seekers. Alright, so this was disassembling so we could build more plasma rifles. I hope the plasma rifles will work. Can I upgrade my jets with Bing connectivity? We Bing the UFOs with plasma torpedoes. When does Phase 3 start? I don't know. We've probably got a couple months. Hopefully we can upgrade our air game before Phase 3 hits. So, plasma torpedoes, quite cheap. It's just going to be a straight upgrade to the Elenium. This is why we want, maybe more so in vanilla Xenonauts than in X Division, but you always want to upgrade these techs because they're pretty cheap, and it's just a straight upgrade. So, the old torpedoes did 487 per hit at 4 ammo. The new torpedoes, almost 50% more, basically. And I think they have longer range, too, right? 7.5 kilometer range. Well, not much different, to be honest. A wider firing arc, but not much. The main thing here is, well, slower lock-on time. That's a little unfortunate, but the rate of fire is the same, right? Which doesn't even really matter. That's a little bit slower, but the point is, more damage per torpedo is what really counts. So you probably want to upgrade those when we can afford them. Speaking of torpedoes, let's look at the gravity torpedoes. Plasma missiles, I don't really have anyone that would use these, but again, just like the torpedo, it's a straight upgrade to the missile tech. Another 50% damage, basically. You don't get the extended lock-on time for missiles. If you're using the Sonda aircraft or the alien fighters, you might want to build some of these. I might need them later, but for now, their total damage output is still not enough. 1200 damage compared to, well, 2500 so far. Quite a lot more damage out of the torpedoes. Alright, gravity torpedoes, AP cannons. I guess we could do the Robo Reaper analysis. This will help us kill Robo Reapers. Unfortunately, I can spoil something, as the tech for it is not very good. But we should at least learn about them, right? AP cannon, this is like a tier 1 prior to Elenium tech. I don't know why it unlocks so late. We're never going to build this because it's worse than the AP Elenium cannons. So, it seems kind of silly to unlock it so late. Okay, tech. Probably wanna... Vehicles... We could get plasma rockets for all those seeker vehicles that we're not gonna have. Well, we've got this pilot to interrogate. That's something to do. We've already unlocked heavy fighters, I think. Yeah, because it's right here. So it doesn't really help us for anything, but, you know, we'll still probe them. Plasma rifles. Good. This is B team. Let's get those shock rockets out of there. So many things queued up. But I don't think there's too many more things to build queued up other than the shot cannon. Good. Good. Hold on. Africa is out of energy cores again. Come on, A-team. Thought I had enough. We're probably short like 1 or 2. Let's see. Let's just do this one. 3 hours. Hopefully that's enough. Okay, gravity torpedo. So this is a new type of weapon for tier 2. How much money do we make? Right now, the last time I did the math, we were expecting to make about 1.7 million for next month. But it goes up and down all the time based on what we're building and UFOs we're shooting down. So gravity torpedoes. They are in direct competition with plasma torpedoes as they're both tier 2 technology. The difference is these guys do less damage per torpedo, but you hold a lot more. They also lock on faster and shoot faster, but they travel slower. 2,000 kilometers an hour is actually very close to the speed of your Foxtrot. Foxtrots are a little bit faster, but not by too much. So the torpedoes are going about the same speed as you can fly. Which is... I'm actually not sure which one is better under which situation. This is where some of the X Division advanced air game is a little bit beyond me. You could do a little bit of quick calculations here to say, well, which one can do more total damage? So 20 shots times 150 damage if you shot them all would be 3,000 damage. Just off the top of my head, add a 0 times 2, yeah, 3,000. Okay. If you shot all 4 plasma torpedoes, you would be doing a little bit less than that. 6,400 plus 300, or 2,400 plus 300, so you do 2,700 damage total with 4 plasma torpedoes. The difference is kind of the burst. While the gravity does do more damage, I think anything that we can't kill in like 1 or 2 torpedoes is going to shoot us down pretty quick. So at the moment, we don't really have a reliable way to stay alive and fire 20 gravity torpedoes against like a terror battleship. Which is the only thing where it might matter is something like a terror battleship. If you're playing against like a corvette or a cruiser, I think the plasma torpedoes will just take them down in 1 or 2 torpedoes. And if we have a wing of 3, then you just want that first strike damage. How good is the food? Not good. It's all MREs. We don't even have a cook hired. So anyway, the gravity torpedo, I think... Maybe if you didn't... I think you could unlock the gravity torpedoes quicker than plasma torpedoes. So maybe if you want to get these out quicker, rather than waiting for your plasma technology, your explosive tech, maybe it's better. But I don't think we're going to worry about them. So let's just forget about that discussion and move along. I guess we can upgrade our anti-missiles, actually. That's an easy thing to do. Another thing we're not really building. One thing you could do to compare them is like, okay, plasma torpedo, 2 alloys, gravity torpedo, 2 alloys. So same cost. They're probably relatively interchangeable. Just depends on what type of combat you're in. Alright. We got a lot of tech to review today, so might as well just review it. Let's get some of these drones out of the way. This should be enough to build a scimitar pretty safely. We've got like 7 drones. And then A-Team is still trying desperately to build these plasma rifles. Alright, so more new technology. Robo Reaper soldiers. There's a lot of information on these things because they start as a box and then they have a ranged EMP form that is shielded, and then you destroy that and they've got a ranged EMP form that's not shielded, and then you destroy that and they've got a melee form. So there's a lot of information talking about these guys, sort of how they work with their force shield and their EMP damage. And basically, the summary of the research is, unfortunately, when you finally blow them up, you get nothing. So they're kind of crummy. We'll do some more damage against them, so that's good. But otherwise, the research is kind of garbage. It doesn't lead anywhere. I guess we'll unlock more aircraft. So yeah, now we can technically, this is why I was not rushing it. We can technically do a research job to disassemble a Robo Reaper and get 1 alloy. This is not really worth the time, generally. It'll take 40 engineers 3 hours to get you 1 alloy. There's far better things to do with your time, like disassemble power sources. So, anyway, not a very important research. I don't think they unlocked anything. We've also interrogated our pilot, or at least Robert did. Unfortunately, we already learned everything we can learn, so he doesn't teach us anything. Off to the grease pit with him. Let's see. We've only got 1 page of research? We're actually catching up. We'll get some more aircraft weapons. Oh, or not. Alright. Excellent! Super! Just the 3. Alright. Now we're talking. We gotta try to shoot this down if possible. First up, we gotta try to take down his escorts. Assuming that works, we're gonna wanna shoot some torpedoes at him. And assuming that works, we're gonna wanna shoot some more torpedoes at him. And assuming that works, maybe some more torpedoes. Okay. Meanwhile, there are these other 2 UFOs. Mediums go down pretty easy. And mediums go down pretty easy. So we'll send some Assyrius after that one. And back up. Although I think the Assyrius could probably shoot him down, we'll send the backup Foxtrots to make sure the job gets done. Alright, can we shoot down... Hopefully, if this is another Terror carrier from Tier 1, I'm going to be really upset. It needs to be a Terror battleship. It is, in fact, a Terror battleship. We have not shot one of these down yet. We've only seen one, and it attacked our base, and then we scared it away. I think it even attacked the Australia base. Anyway, we need to do this smart. So, Australia team. You need to lure... I need to do this well. We got to kill those escorts and not get blown up so that the Foxtrots can actually have a chance. Alright, full power. Get some distance from the big UFO. We'll just waste some fuel here. We've got lots of fuel, so give us a little bit more distance. Alright. I can do it. Alright, turn. Okay, so this isn't my best angle, but if I shoot 2 to barrel roll now, and the other guys are just gonna keep going, I guess. Oh, we didn't quite get him. We're gonna keep sending 1 and 3 down to deal with him. 2's gonna have to do some fancy flying. That's not gonna work either. Alright, meanwhile, 1 and 3. 1 barrel roll, 3 barrel roll. Hopefully they can get him. 2 needs some more distance. 1 and 3, focus. Oops. Okay, main thing is they got the kill. I'm trusting number 2 to take down this guy. He's almost dead. Just keep turning. I don't think I've got the angle. I think this... we only need to hit him like one more time. There we go. Alright. Now get out of there, boys. That was pretty well done. We didn't get in range of the Terror Battleship. We took down the 2 escorts. Good start. It's not over yet. Good luck, Axe Launcher, Door Launcher, and Probe Launcher. I think we've seen what happens when we send Foxtrots after Terror Battleships before. You guys can probably guess what's about to happen to these poor fools, but... we don't really have a choice. Fire all torpedoes. All torpedoes is 5. They're all lost. But now this would be better if we had plasma torpedoes, but at least we have Elenium torpedoes. 70% damage. It is over water, but I knew we wouldn't kill it here. Don't worry. I wonder if we had plasma tech, if that would be enough, because it would do nearly 50% more damage. It depends on the lock-on time. I'm not sure if they could still shoot 5 plasmas, or if they would have just shot 3 plasmas and then died. We'll have to build some plasma torpedoes to find out later. Soon, hopefully. Anyway, we're trusting the next wave of Foxtrots to shoot them down over land. Oh! We haven't seen an extreme landing ship before. Okay, we're going to let him land. But we are going to try to shoot him down after he lands. After he finishes his job. And I'll try to get rid of his fighters right now. I forget how extreme landing ships even combat, honestly. I don't remember if they're like landing ships with their AoE. They are not. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. If you guys remember the... oh, he's got long-range missiles, though. Or long-range something. The normal landing ships had a AoE kind of long-range laser thing. This guy has surprisingly long-range drones. But not max-range drones. So, I'm actually more excited about shooting this down than the base mission. But you'll see. Alright, I did not get a very good angle there. That was maybe poor play here. Well, that'll work. That should work. Well. Dang it. We almost killed him, but we didn't get it. One more try, everyone. Barrel roll. Okay. These guys might be dying. I'm not sure how much time we've got left. Oh, no, that's totally fine. Luckily, the extreme landing ship doesn't seem to move very fast. Some ships travel a lot quicker across the map. And they'll hunt you down in the corners. Anyway, that was fine. So we're gonna leave this guy alone for now. So, Foxtrots, wherever you are. It's probably Squad 7. You just head on home. Once it lands, I'm gonna send them out probably to keep an eye on things. But just remember that one. So that's good. That's 2 really interesting missions right now. I don't even care about this, but it's pretty close to land. Shoot it down. I don't think we're going to be doing that mission. Because we have potentially 3 big missions right now. And this is just not high enough priority. I don't want to have to think about it. Okay. Meanwhile, titanium anti-missiles. So this is actually just like a passive upgrade rather than something you have to construct. But we were able to equip anti-missile missile tech. Now we have upgraded that to tier 2 anti-missile tech. Anti-missile missile tech. The difference is more ammo and more range. Yeah, 500 more meters and more anti-missiles. That's pretty much it. Nothing super special, but if you want to equip anti-missile tech, that's what you want. Oh boy, we're going to get new research right on time. I guess we'll get all of the aircraft out at the same time here. You're here just in time to see bad things happen. Tail until overland. Come on. All right. We've got 2 more waves of Foxtrot on one of these little islands. Terror Battleship. Let's do this. I don't think it can survive another volley no matter what it does. Because it's already 70... It's more than 50% down. Oh, look at that. We actually launched 6 torpedoes. Usually we only get to launch 5. Extra dead. Looks like the flying directly at it thing seems to be impressive. Okay. We're definitely not airstriking this. This is a job for whoever is the most equipped first thing in the morning. So we should probably, before too much time goes on, figure out who I'm sending. Just for science here. C team is awfully close, 3 hours away. B team is 7.5 hours away, and A team is about the same. So B and A team have similar transit times. Either way, we'd want to send them in the second half of the evening, just so that we get the mission early in the morning. But we shot it down at night, or just as night hit. So we have, like, any time during the day on the next day to do it. 24 hours. Also, hello there, Rides. This will give us a mission or 2. I kind of think we should save the extreme ship for B team. Don't worry, extreme ships are still pretty scary. So that means A team is going after the massive, which is probably the hardest. And then B team is going after the extreme landing ship. And then there'll be a base mission for whoever still has people alive. So let's have a look at our A team. I think I'm going to re-send Jarrell in here. Not that Hades is doing a bad job, but we need the maximum... The maximum soldiers we can get. And sergeants basically get the day off. No offense. So, I think for the future tubers, I am going to put a bit of a cut here, and I'm just going to... Well, I guess it's 32 minutes in. We'll probably just end... Yeah, we're probably going to end the episode here, even though we didn't do a mission. Because the next mission, either one, is going to be very big. And I want to make sure I want to make sure A team and B team are fully prepared as much as I can do. And I can prepare better when I'm not recording. So for the future tubers, we're going to end it here. We're going to get these 2 bases as equipped as we can. We're going to wait for this guy to do his thing. And then shoot him down. And then, I don't know which mission will be first necessarily, but we have 2 big scary missions coming up with new aliens. Almost assuredly new aliens. 100%, I think, things that you haven't seen on stream yet. I've seen some of them because of my test campaign, but we have not seen any terror troops yet. So there's potentially 2 ships of terror troops. See you guys later. Hope you've enjoyed and have a great day. Or a bad day. I'm gonna have a bad day.